I released my first single on July 12th on all streaming platforms. If you haven't heard it yet, the link is in the description. You should go listen to it for context for the rest of this video, because I'm gonna tell you how I wrote it and how it evolved from its very beginning baby stage to the final product. I wrote some notes. That's fun. The two main factors for why I wrote this song are one, I met this person who made me want to be a better person, and two, plants have been kind of my brand for a little while, and I hadn't written a song with like botanical metaphors. The beginnings of this song came in December 2018. At 2 a.m. I wrote down some of these lyrics and I made myself a voice memo, which I'm going to play. It is so different than how it is right now. I listened to this the other week and I could not believe how this used to sound. And this has no instrumentation.
Watch with me as my garden grows.
What?
Watch the petals open up even after all this snow. I know that for a while
the roots of it are definitely there, but the verse is all over the place in terms of melody. The lyrics have kind of stayed the same. Then I had, and Sunday. It's like a dirge, but this is the same. In my eyes again, there are gonna be blue skies again. That version had a lyrical bridge that doesn't exist anymore. There was a lot more lyrics on the bridge instead of the oohs that I have now. And then 2 days later, I sat down with my ukulele and I figured out some chords. I figured, and then it got sped up a little bit. It wasn't quite a dirge. I figured I wanted this to be a little more uplifting and fun. And major key, and so I matched the chords with the scraps of melody that I had, and molded those together to get this. A little pause there. That's where that changed. There is? No, there are. Ooh, a nice spicy chord. And this one still had the bridge in it that hadn't gotten cut yet, but it was more up-tempo for sure, and I had like flattened out the verse melodies. A couple weeks after that, I used Audacity on my computer to record some real rough harmonies and also an alternate guitar line on top of what I had. It got slowed down again. I don't know why. This is definitely slower than the final version, but I posted this on YouTube. Will you sit with me, watch my garden grow? Look at how the petals open up even after all this snow. And then I come into some harmonies. And that stayed. So the harmonies stayed. played. Did I have the ooze in here yet? Oh no, so you can hear the guitar line. This is where this got written, the bridge got cut. Ooh, slightly different. I always say that writing a song is kind of like playing a very long form game of telephone with yourself, because I cannot tell you like specific moments where I was like, this is getting changed, like I am making the conscious decision to change this specific note. It's just like you kind of play it based on your memory of the last time you play it, and it just sort of irons itself out, at least in my experience. So I started playing it live a bunch, and I loved having it be this like communal uplifting thing, so I started teaching people the chorus before I sang it and having a big sing-along, which inspired me to have all my friends on for the final recording, but we'll get there. And so earlier this year I decided that I was making an EP, and I knew this had to be on there because it was a crowd favorite and a favorite amongst my friends, and so I made a demo for this. And the original demo, something happened to it on GarageBand where all of the tracks like got out of time, so I'm not gonna play it because it sounds chaotic and demonic. But there was a lot on that didn't make it into the final take. Like there was a clap track like the whole time, and there was some alternate harmonies that eventually got changed when I made this final demo, which is the closest thing, which is what I based my eventual, like I took this into the studio and I was like, this is what we're doing. This is just an auto-generated GarageBand drum track. And then I'm gonna skip. Then I wrote the harmonies for everybody. There are gonna be blue skies again. And this is me singing, "It'll be alright from my roots to my steps." Yeah. When I was making this final demo, I knew I didn't want it just to be me on guitar and voice anymore. I wanted it to be a fully fledged track, something folksy, almost leaning into country, and so I needed bass to round that out, and I needed drums to drive it forward, and I wanted those like floaty background oohs to really give it an extra, I don't know, I just love oohs. Like there's so many background harmonies and stuff on this EP because that's just what I love listening to. So I took that into the studio. I worked with somebody that I had gone to school with. He works at a studio, and so we got in there. I recorded like a real quick scratch track of just me singing with the guitar, so that the next time we were in the studio, my friend Declan, they came and did the drums. And then I recorded guitar, both guitar tracks, had a friend do bass, and then I did all of the main vocal line and like the ooh harmonies. All the some days are me, but I wanted that big communal all together feel, and so I had, the last day I was in the studio, a bunch of my friends came in and we recorded the harmonies for that on the choruses, the last two choruses, and it sounds like this. So yeah, so this was guitar and not ukulele anymore. Let's skip. I love those background oohs. Where's my friend singing? So I didn't talk about how I wrote the lyrics or like what the meaning of the lyrics is or whatever, but if that's of interest to you, I will gladly film my own Genius style lyric breakdown, because I sit in my room and pretend to give those interviews all the time. Hopefully that was informative. Hopefully it was cool for you to see how it started and how different it is to the final product. I am releasing my next single soon. Be on the lookout. I'm announcing that tomorrow. And then a 5-song EP to follow. So if you want videos for those songs as well, leave a comment down below. Or if you want me to do the lyric breakdown, I will also gladly do that. Stream The Gardener on Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube or anywhere that you get music, or buy it if you want to be a real pal. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I will see you soon.